What is up, guys? Welcome to episode 48 from Ipswich Town Road to Glory career mode, and we've got the FA Cup and some Premier League action for you today. And kicking off against West Brom. Yep, we've pretty much got them 3 times in 1 month. I hate it. Why did they give me this team? Realistically, I would love to have played any other team, even any other Premier League team in this month. Just not West Brom 3 times. Pretty much getting a little bit of sick of it once I played all 3 of them. But obviously we'll have to go and see how we get on against West Brom in the FA Cup, as we've pretty much beat them 3-1 at, I think it was away, during the first round of the Carabao Cup. I think it was a semi-final, so we should be in the finals for the Carabao Cup coming up very soon. But Kasper Dolberg gets off the mark, getting Ipswich Town in front about 24 minutes in, with a spectacular first time finish goal. It was really brilliant of him. But yeah, here we go, Colwill on the attack. I was really surprised with a wide centre back pushing up really high there, but then Bowden comes in, shoots, only goes across the bar and can't really finish it in the back of the net, which is a bit unfortunate for him, as I thought, you know, he's done that a few times, and so's Dolberg, so, you know, you really should be finishing that sort of chances, and Dolberg does the exact same, about 20 metres out. I was going 20 yards, that's quite a long way, 20 metres out, and yeah, just finds the other side of the post. But Bowden plays in Ramsey. Ramsey should score this, easy one-on-one, there we go, easy does it. I mean, if he missed that, he would be pretty bad, but I think, you know, one-on-one with a keeper that close, I think the keeper should really have actually saved that. But, you know, we'll take our goal and we'll take our progression. But Cole, I think, was it Cole or Holgate, one of the ones, passes it into the West Brom player, and West Brom and then get on the attack, but Danny Ward is staying awake, keeping us 2-0 in front so far, and he does so yet again, stops Reedon's shot. And here we have the corner. What can West Brom do now? West Brom fumbling around in the box, and unfortunately we cannot keep the clean sheet for this match, but that is all we're going to do in the 74th minute. Not really much happened there afterwards. We managed to hold West Brom at bay, keeping it 2-1. Now we have the, I mean, if chances go our way, we do have the chance to go top of the league, and you know, it's very close. It's like 2-3 points between like the top 3, top 4. So if results go our way, we can eventually go top, which you know, hopefully we can. Hopefully we can stay in that top position with for the rest of the season, and then be able to win the Premier League, which would be absolutely lovely. I would love to win the Premier League within my 2nd season, but I know it's obviously not tremendously realistic. There we go, 44 points to Manchester City on 46 and Spurs on 43. So if results go our way, we can go top, as results have started to go our way. You know, 1-0 in front against Leeds United away. So 3 points today, and we'll go top if Manchester City lose or potentially draw, because I think our goal difference is better than theirs, although they do have scored a lot more goals. We've conceded a lot less than they have done. So that would be really great, but Kasper Dolberg gets his shot saved. But I think Manchester City do have, Manchester City have Newcastle, so hopefully Newcastle can put up a bit of a fight, but we have just seen the scoreline as 2-1 to City, so we may have to wait for the next episode to actually go in front, or the next match for Manchester City to go in front. But Ferguson gets off the mark and scores a lovely goal, making Ipswich Town 2, Leeds United 0. And there's going to be a bit of a kerfuffle here, because Leeds United are on the counter-attack, and what can they do? No, Ipswich Town have a really good defence. Cole plays into Ager, which is going to play it around the backside, and now Maitland-Niles is on the counter-attack. He's running it up, sees the inside ball into Bowden. Bowden, does he look for Dolberg? No, he doesn't. Bowden goes the whole way, could have easily sweated it, and Dolberg could have got the goal, but Bowden says no, I fancy my chances, and puts Ipswich Town 3-0 in front at away. We're going to bring back 3 points. We're going to bring it back easily. Leeds United, one last attack. Can they get a consolation goal? Tete into Kudus. Kudus has the shot, just drags it wide, so it's going to end up in the 3-0 win. 3 points, 3 goals, easy does it. Up against Nottingham Forest now. Going to play Kelly Ajer, Colwell, Giles, Burns, you know, 30 years old, 31, it's 73 rated. I rate him. He's been a really good player for us. Throughout the whole throughout the whole seasons, you know, I've always wanted to upgrade the right wing back, and every time I've done it, I've always found myself going back to Wes Burns just because the pace is there. It's just, the pace is just astronomical, and he can finish. He can find a good pass when he wants to. But, you know, he's just an absolutely lovely player. I would hate to get rid of him, and I don't think I'm going to get rid of him. I'm just going to let him retire here, and we're going to keep the money that we would have got for him. Yeah, Maitland-Niles and Wes Burns are going to be our fullbacks for the rest of the season. I don't expect us going into season 5 if we don't win the Champions League, or if we win the Premier League, then, you know, going into season 5 that will actually happen. But we might actually have, oh my god, Bowden with a chip shot against Kepa. What a goal. That is absolutely amazing. But yeah, going back to the Wes Burns and season 5 formations plans. If we win the Premier League this time round, then obviously we won't need to do season 5 because we'll have done what we wanted to do. But if we win the Premier League and we don't win the Champions League, then season 5 will happen. But season 5 will be a special season where it will literally just be the Champions League games until we win the Champions League. So season 5 will be Champions League games. Season 6 will be Champions League games. That's if we're still in the Champions League, because, you know, hopefully, fingers crossed, we would be. And until we've won the Champions League, then, you know, then the season will end. But if we don't win the Premier League and we do win the Champions League, then I don't know what I'll do. I might just end it there. But season 5 might just be a short season 5. It might be sort of the back end where, you know, you get your transfers and then you get your very end, or, you know, you just get a season roundup, should we say, within that season, and then hopefully we can do something like that. But yeah, going into the full 90 minutes of this Nottingham Forest game, we are 2-1 victors, and then we get the draw against Middlesbrough through the FA Cup as we've beaten West Brom. So let's have a look at the Middlesbrough lineup. They're doing the same exact formation as we are. So equal team, well, I say equal teams, equal formations, but we've obviously got the better team as Ivan Toney turns the Middlesbrough defence, has a shot, but the keeper equal to that shot, and we cannot find ourselves 1-0 up so early on. But Ivan Toney chips the defence, plays it into Harris. Harris back into Toney. Toney, 7 minutes in, gets Ipswich Town's first goal of this FA Cup tie. And Ivan Toney he's been a really good player, I think. He's like 29 years old, but he's still 79 rated. He's got decent pace, he's got good finishing, as those stats never really drop. But yeah, he's just been a good rotation player, and one that we've wanted to find, and one that we've needed. Oof, I think that's going to be a red card. I really do. That was a nasty challenge. He was the last man through. Well, yeah, unfortunately, it's going to be Luke Bolton's early bath here. 58 minutes in, it's going to be him off with a red card. And the formation that we're going to go to is going to play a 4-3-2. So we're going to bring our wing backs into a fullback position, and we're just going to close up our centre backs. And Ivan Toney, he doesn't care that we're 10 men. He doesn't care. He's going to put us 2-0 up in front just to give us that little bit of extra breathing room. And, you know, the up top is still the same. So we've still got our front, we've still got our middle three, we've still got our top two. It's just a back four that's now happened. And I think in that formation, you know, you put a back four is decent, but, you know, we've always played with a back five. As Ivan Toney finds himself a third goal, gets himself a hat-trick. But yeah, we find ourselves as a back four. I wouldn't say we're tremendously worried, because the back four can often defend against the front three, and then, or front two, should I say. It's pretty decent, and yeah, we've pretty much covered all bases there with not actually having to put another centre back on and go to keep the back five and damage our top of the pitch. But you know, find ourselves quite nicely as Danny Ward saves our shot and keeps that clean sheet against Middlesbrough with Ivan Toney's hat-trick. And look at that, 2 points off the top position, 1 point ahead of Spurs, and we're getting clearer against Liverpool. So top 4 definitely looks on the cards here. And going into the next episode, we'll have West Brom yet again, Brentford, and going into February we'll have Chelsea, and then the next Champions League game against PSG. Hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.